hate to break the fishing news after Chuck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations. You're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
Yep. All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
All right, election day episode of Real Life. So we're all dropping our hottest political takes. If this was Owen,
vote, everyone. Remember to vote. I'm just watching this video of
people voting
in Latvia of everyone getting together to celebrate the bronze medal, and it is insane.
They got the day off.
They took a national holiday.
Here I am at work on a Monday like a sucker, and we won the gold.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
Germany
won gold.
Like
that's just a Monday in the World Hockey Championships for us. I did get a video from Larvinen. For anyone in Europe, the World Hockey Championships is huge. For Canada and US, it's like, because we got the Stanley Cup playoffs going on. But for them, it's like, it's their Super Bowl. So Larvinen sent me a nice video, but also very upset that he had to do it. Congratulating me as if I'm on the team.
Well,
Lucic was, so it's kind of like we all had a
get on him, a little swan song, you know?
Does that mean he's done? You got to think that.
I think he wants to come back.
Yeah. Bruins League men next year.
I could see that.
That's
you guys care about this tournament? I blinked and it was a gold medal game.
You know what? I care about. I want to go to one so bad, and if I could imagine where I'd want to go, it would be Latvia and Finland. So and they combined it this year. Those buggers.
I actually did not know it was the gold medal game, Chalmers, until I was having breakfast at Muggnz, and it just so happened to be on the TVs.
Yeah.
So then I watched the rest of it.
Weird. You live in the West End. You didn't have a choice but to go there.
Had to.
Fuck. Any more options out there? Got to solve this, Tyler.
Did you need more options?
You know, I'm starting to realize your frustration with my take on Donairs, because your take on Muggnz to me is the most flabbergasting thing in the world.
It's a quality cheap breakfast.
It is the most quality cheap breakfast. Everything about it is perfect.
You want to know what a quality cheap breakfast is?
I know
the Commodore downtown.
100%.
That is a quality cheap breakfast.
To go there,
sounds too bougie.
But I live in the West End. I don't live downtown.
It's the opposite of bougie, which also makes it so awesome.
You want cubed, perfectly cooked seasoned hash browns? Got them.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You want perfectly cooked eggs, even if you asked for basted medium? You got them. You want
to go a couple of spins on the VLTs while you're waiting?
Yeah.
Got it. Cold Coors Light out of the third. What is the?
It could be in a Rickards
Sub-Zero tap. Got it.
Could be in a Rickards red glass. Doesn't matter.
Always a table open, especially now that it's patio season. Got it.
Patio right in the parking lot. I don't know what there's
not to like.
What is your beef with Muggnz?
I don't want to be too slanderous about it.
Potential sponsor Muggnz. Just killing them.
Hey man, they're advertising at the Oilers game.
They should sponsor the show to force me to say I like it.
Oh, how dare you?
No, I would never. That's my integrity. My breakfast. I take breakfast very seriously. I want to contribute to solving the option problem.
But where else am I supposed to go in the West End?
I know. I'd love to. I need more time. I have an idea.
We've had this conversation, and there isn't a good.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
We can't, and you're going to be part of it.
Solution. Noodle
I know.
breakfast.
No, I know what part of it is.
He did that once upon a time.
We toyed with that. Now imagine this: tater tots, scrambled eggs, wonderful cut up sausage chunks, butter chicken sauce
in a box.
It's a butter chicken skillet.
That actually sounds delightful.
It was fucking unreal.
It made it that far.
I used to
we
went past R&D. It made it to
quietly
testing.
did it downtown. We did it downtown for a little bit.
There was a crepes one that I used to get.
There was a French toast one.
Toast.
Oh my God, it was unreal.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, shout out to Oodle Noodle. Oilers Nation stickers in store. That sounds very good.
Capilano needs a refresh, by the way, I've been told.
A refresh.
I love how like you can take a skillet and a regular house breakfast. One's just mixed up.
Yep.
The other one is not.
Yep.
They're the same goddamn thing.
But to get the
skillets are like $4 more.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're no bigger. They're no bigger.
Got to pay for that pan.
Just ask for a bowl. Put the hashies in first.
The skillet at Muggnz is good. Where my beef is with breakfast places, and this is just a generic statement, is their sausage game. The ones that get the sausages when you cut open, it's just goo. Like, Get an actual sausage, please.
Goo sausage.
Full disclosure, never had a
sausage.
Never had a sausage in Muggnz before because I need to have
I'm
bacon.
sorry. Are you cheering for the sausage or?
I'm always cheering for the sausage. I've never had sausage. I actually think that Muggnz bacon is elite.
Yeah, it's really good because it's always perfect between like floppy and crispy. It's
Exactly.
never too crispy. It's never too floppy. I hate both of those.
Yep.
But you make it like the perfect.
Small window there.
Yeah, there
You
is
got
a small window.
and they perfected it.
They have.
I also prefer shredded hash browns over cubed.
I do like shredded.
See, we
hash
just
browns.
got different breakfast
But
tastes.
the thing is, though, like shredded is tough to find. Even in the grocery store, it's tough to find.
Yeah, you try
But
to
the
make your own.
potatoes at the Commodore are elite because they
They are.
hand cut them, little circles.
I hate that we're comparing the two because I love both of these spots.
Oh man, but
That's not what I'm trying to get to.
But people need to go to the Commodore.
Okay, little unknown fact: River Cree has a very good, cheap breakfast option,
They,
and it is not that far away.
So does the St. Albert Casino.
That's
It
well,
just
that's
scares-
just
I know that-
Casino 101. Have good cheap food.
I know that there's a VLT. I know that there's VLTs in Muggnz. There's something scary about going to a casino for breakfast.
I don't trust
Yes.
myself.
It's
enough.
like
'cause
going
you know
to
what,
an
I'm gonna end up
amusement
at the
park
tables
for
after.
popcorn and being like, I'm not going
You
to ride the
almost
rides.
think that the breakfast is the loss leader.
I know.
Okay,
I'm going to end up at the tables after. That's what's scary.
Yo, when in
serve
Rome.
breakfast at the craps table.
My dad and his
Oh.
buddies, now that they're all retired, they go every Wednesday to the casino for breakfast.
Your dad's not retired. I saw him driving around. He's still a hardworking guy.
He's semi-retired.
Okay.
Don't let him fill your head with propaganda, with Ross propaganda.
Well, he's just driving around the city in a van. Just
I actually-
like,
He's just got to get out of the house,
Yeah.
man.
Now that, and anyways,
You've never, just hold on. You've never come up with fake Saturday tasks just to get out of the house for a couple hours? Just thought about something you really don't need from the Home Depot, but you got to go there?
No, well, in the summer recently, I've been like, you know what? If you can give yourself 2 hours on a Saturday morning to go do work, you can do like, it feels like 2 days worth of shit. So, you say that
Borrowed
I
time.
got to work for a couple hours. Maybe you push it to 3, but that third hour you go to the driving range.
So what up with the boys at the casino?
Oh, they go and none of them are gamblers. Like they straight up just go, they're going to run that casino dry because they're going for like the $3.99 breakfast and fucking off right after.
They just like the bells in the
Back
background.
the hell out of that.
And like you can ask them all their orders and they know it down to the point of like what menu items they will get charged more for and which ones they know not to add.
Like, they're
They got it
spending
down to a science.
$5 and that's it.
They're getting the hell out of there.
These are men with a plan.
Yep.
This is like my that's my uncles in Moose Jaw. Jesus, you want to talk about a routine? At 2:00 and 8:00 every day, Burger King for coffee. No
Burger
food.
King.
Burger King.
Cheapest coffee.
Okay.
2 p.m., 8 p.m. every day. Meet
Ooh,
with
8
their
p.m. is a
friends.
late coffee.
I know. Well, probably decaf. And they wouldn't eat. So go spend $1.
The Burger King employees the first couple of times being like, I want a fucking decaf.
Do you know what?
Just a decaf?
Yeah, when it comes to routines, there's no other place that I do this other than Muggnz. One of the things that drives me there is they always have newspapers and they always have the Journal and the Sun. I can flip through while I'm waiting for my breakfast.
Join Ross and the boys.
And then, hey, I can do a crossword. I never do crosswords anywhere else but at Muggnz.
Man, the Globe and Mail or National Post, the bank when I worked at ATB, that I would just cry.
We went through a crossword phase, remember, when we were younger?
I love the National Post crossword. I loved doing that for lunch. Loved it.
I only do it in pen too, which is a risky game.
You're committed.
It's a risky game, but you just got to be committed.
Just gotta jam those words in.
How's everybody's weekend?
Casual. I did nothing. It was great.
It was one of those, eh?
Yeah.
Like it's May and hockey is not
Relevant.
as exciting and relevant as I thought it was going to
It
be.
was only also one game on the week.
Yeah. And no sports yesterday.
I'm more excited for
The basketball. Is that what you're going to say?
yeah.
I can't disagree, man.
Can't get excited about the Jays right now, although they did win yesterday.
Yeah, and they have a day off tonight. I'm more excited for the basketball tonight than I am Stars Golden Knights.
Me too.
I'm going to a bar to watch it actually.
That is this
Who you
is
cheering for?
Miami.
Jamie Buckets.
Jamie Buck.
Jamie Buckets.
It would be interesting though if the Celtics pull it off.
Historic. I am rooting for the Stars to pull it off in their series.
Yeah, because I got a heavy bet on them winning the cup.
I don't, my people in my life they're cheering for the Knights, and their sole reason is that we can say we lost to the eventual Stanley Cup.
It's such a Toronto
And I just
Maple
don't
Leaf
think
fan
that
mentality.
Well,
that just isn't enough of a reason for me to cheer for a team that beat us.
I
don't wanna see them have success.
But it's like if we just beat the Golden Knights, I know we would have matched up good against the Stars, but we didn't.
Rats.
Rats indeed.
And the Florida Panthers just sitting there on borrowed time
This is
as well.
gonna kill Bobrovsky. I'm so worried about him.
Yeah.
Poor little Bob.
I think this is the worst.
Because he's been
You
on a
mean
bender?
UG Bobrovov?
Why would you want a day off?
Bababka.
When you're hot at the
Yeah, was it
crap, when you're hot at the
Bababka?
craps table, do you just go, I'm not going to play for 7 rolls? No, you keep going.
Yeah.
I like to pull out early.
You can clip that survey, Brett. I'm with you. I don't think that this is the worst case scenario for the Panthers. Just sitting there idle.
I think it's terrible for him.
Awful. They were rolling. They were major rolling.
They were rolling, but like, we'll see. Because if this series goes to 7, like that's going to be pretty exhausting to that team, and they're going to have to like rush right in. If it goes to 7, what they play tonight, and then they'd play Wednesday, and then Saturday it starts.
Like 2 days
Like
off.
that's
We
And
were
you're hosting too. If you're Vegas, you get to stay at home.
We talked about the East being so hard that it was going to get out of there, that you were going to beat each other up, and that the team coming into the Stanley Cup final would be kind of right for the. It's kind of opposite.
It is so
I
opposite.
was not expecting the dumb shit that's been happening in the Western Conference final, like the Western playoffs. I mean, starting with Pietrangelo, and then what Ben did. I mean, it's just
He fell on him.
I don't get it.
He fell.
I just
No?
don't
who cares?
get
It's
it, man.
suspension served. He's there
He's
for game
the
6.
victim.
Yeah, like
I just
gravity. Fucking
I don't
gravity.
like when these players that I've grown to just like and respect as like just good hockey guys.
Yeah.
You know, Ben kind of tested my nerves when he did that bullshit to Hyman in the middle of the season. You know, all-time good guy Hyman, and just like
Ben's a
intense
prick.
Canadian hockey boy Jamie Benn, who you
Ben's a
just gotta
prick.
love. I know, but when he does this kind of stuff, you're just like, you can respect a prick. I respect Matthew Tkachuk right now. He's a prick. He's not doing anything like super dirty.
On the freaking NBA on TNT broadcast, rocking an elbow room shirt. Unbelievable.
Is that a bar or something?
It's like a famous bar in Fort Lauderdale. I was there when he was there during All-Star.
In Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah.
Lickerdale.
Okay. He's the elbow room.
Yeah.
What's
It's
so
like,
great about it?
it's just like a little shitty dive bar, but it's 2 floors. Calling it a shitty dive bar isn't right. It's like an iconic dive bar.
It's the Roxy.
And like, that's where people go. And the one night I was there with Frank and Pete Blackburn, and we were just standing there doing whatever. And PK, this black Escalade, pulls up to the front door. PK Subban hops out, does like a hot lap, talks to this one older lady for like 15 minutes, got right back in the Escalade, and gone. It's weird.
That's all you need.
But all the famous people are like attracted to that spot.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I just love how they keep getting on the NBA
I know.
on TNT. And
I think they just do a
Because
swap.
TNT gets it. They're trying to grow the hocky because they invest a lot of money
Swap
in it.
Shaq in on the coverage.
That's why that TV.
you mean
deal-
Charles?
Both. I like both of them.
Yeah.
Bababka was an all-time.
Bababka. And
Sergei
Missa
Bababka.
Balkov. I'm like, oh my God. I wonder if he's going to get Kachuk right. And then he nailed it.
Yeah, he knows. He knows
Sergei
what's up.
Bababka.
I went to a comedy show for the first time this weekend. Never been to one before.
Did you laugh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where was it?
It was
all
just at
pee
West
jokes?
Ed.
Comic strip?
Yeah. So me and a buddy were just killing a night at the mall, and we were pretty drunk. And we were like, oh, there's a comedy show starting in like half an hour.
What were you doing at the mall to get drunk?
At the casino. You really didn't have to ask the question.
Did cheap lunch lure you in?
there. No, it did not. But we were just, I don't know, we need something to do. So we went like, oh, we'll go to the casino.
Did you know,
Boston.
was it a headliner or was it just like a local?
There was a headliner. He was a guy from Chicago. I don't remember his
Oh,
name
yeah?
because I was very drunk. But it was pretty funny. Like for $35 to sit there for 2 hours and kind of always have something going on. That was like I knew I would enjoy it, but I didn't know how much I'd enjoy
Oh
it.
no, it's
a great
comedy
time.
shows are great.
When you got seated, were you close to the stage? That's an easy room for crowd work.
Oh yeah,
It's a great room for crowd work.
Yeah, because the tables are so close to the stage that
probably by design.
if you are drunk and you
yeah, you make one noise,
maybe make a noise, you might become the target for the comedian. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I was-
where were you guys?
Because we walked. The show started at 9:30. We walked up to the little booth at like 9:29.
That's good for you. That's getting you in the back.
Yeah, so we're just sitting at the back. But it was funny. The first kid comes on, and young kid, and the buddy I'm with leans over. Is like, I think we know this guy. I was like, what? I don't know him. He goes, no. Like this specific night a couple years ago. He's like, we were at that house party and we shotgun beers with him in a kitchen. And I was like, oh, fuck, I don't remember that. And then after the show, the comedian came up and was like, hey, I know you guys.
We shotgun beers once.
Beers together at one time, like 2 a.m. I was like, holy fuck. How does everyone remember this interaction but me? But it was funny. The only thing I didn't like is the guy who was there from Chicago started his set with like a little like, oh, Edmonton, like shit town. And it was like,
that's the go-to. They think they're like, it's,
oh, the drive from the airport.
It's
like,
constant.
fuck off.
They always do
The
that.
potholes.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that's not that funny, man. But then he kind of got it back on the rails.
I'm surprised. Like, I find it interesting that's your first ever one. I've got tickets to 3 comedians already lined up for this summer.
It's a good time. I mean,
Great time.
It's hard to not laugh because
They're good.
I'm going to see Jimmy Carr here right away in 2 weeks. He's
Hey,
the
so's
English.
Liam.
He's the English. Is he?
Yeah.
Maybe we can double date. And then I've got Anthony Jeselnik coming up in August.
Wait, where's he?
Ooh.
Jube got to be somewhere bigger than
Who are we talking about?
Jesselnick?
Jeselnik is at River Cree.
Yeah, he's a big show.
Jimmy Carr is at the Agricom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see Theo Vaughn at that outdoor thing.
Bill Burr,
I'm
too?
going to Bill Burr.
Those are a couple like Theo Vaughn and
That's
Anthony
right away, isn't
Jeselnik are a couple really big like social media comedians right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Jesselnick I would go see.
Jeselnik's great.
There's those 2 guys, Andrew Santoro
Yep.
and Bobby Lee, who have a podcast called The Bad Guys, and they are so good. The one guy was on Dave, and I'm sure you guys have seen Dave with Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
They got to start doing a comedy tour because I'd go see them in a second.
I wanted to go see Bill Burr, but the tickets are just.
Oh, so you're just
But these
going to
guys,
go on.
it's a funny.
Oh, we could have
it's,
saw him in Vegas for like cheap.
it's a funny
I
thing
screwed
that these
up,
guys
didn't I?
do. They all just have each other on their shows.
But it works.
And it works because there's always clips that you can put on social media where you don't need to sit down for the 40-minute interview. You just hear like the 5-minute clip, 3-minute clip.
And because they're all buddies, they're just bullshitting, and it turns out to be great.
Yeah. Theo Vaughn's his whole act is that he's kind of a dumb guy,
And he's just
kind of a
like-
redneck.
And his thing too is you don't know whether he's joking or if he's actually being serious. It'd be like, wow, when I was a young man, I knew a guy, he had no teeth named Cooter and blah, blah, blah. And he'll tell this random story. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I've heard his stand-up's different than his, like, what you
Not
get
really.
from TikTok, no?
But that's kind of the opposite with Jeselnik. That guy's he's like more
a
of a
killer.
thoughtful comedian,
He,
right?
And he tells some dark jokes.
Yeah.
So I'm
was
super excited about
There
it.
was a couple jokes at the comedians on Saturday. And again, I don't remember them, but I remember it felt like I was the only one laughing at them because they were like kind of edgier and darker.
You were just drunk enough not to care about what everybody else in the
Yeah.
place thought about
so
you
there was
laughing.
a couple I was dying and I was like, how is no one else laughing at this fucking joke?
You said you
Was
said
it Rocky Laporte?
Yeah. There you
found
go.
it.
You said that you were surprised that we should have known you went to the mall for like the casino,
Yep.
but we used to legitimately go to the mall just for patio days
In the winter.
in the winter on Bourbon Street because
Patio
like,
sessions, yeah.
Oh, totally.
they all
Why
used to
not?
have a patio, but the best one was Tony Roma's.
Tony Roma's.
Yeah, we used to sit on Tony
did it at
Roma's
Earl's.
patio and just people watch for like 6 hours.
NTN.
Margarita Sundays at Earl's.
Play NTN. NTN was like a trivia game. Some of the bars have it. Like there's places that still have it where you can play trivia. Damn, those were good times. So yeah, so I was right when you said that. We were at the mall to get drunk. I'm like, oh, nice little patio session on Bourbon Street.
I was actually thinking I want to do a get drunk at West Edmonton Mall, but I want to do it at the water park.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this last week
Yep.
when you were here.
Yep.
Although, again, I looked up at how much tickets are.
Expensive cover charge.
That is an expensive day to get in there and drink.
It's ridiculous.
I was there with my family, I don't know, in April. And,
I was there a month ago.
And yeah, we went and had a few beers. And I think they were like $7 a bear.
Can I
So terrible.
Maybe
say I was
$8?
surprised with the amount of T-bars I saw?
On dudes?
Nope. No, I didn't see one on dudes. But like,
Shame.
I didn't expect it. I didn't think we were in Barcelona.
Oh, just straight ass, eh?
Straight ass, like,
Yeah, man.
like more than 5.
You got to get a bronze on the buns, man.
And like,
Indoor water park.
Yeah.
I think
Artificial
maybe
heat.
I'm just getting older or something because when I went to the gym, like girls didn't wear like just half shirts or like sports bars or sports bras, but they do that now. And maybe that's just like more accepted. But like, I was a little thrown off. I was like, the water park, huh? That's a bold choice.
Yeah.
When I was at
got
the
bricked up at the water park, didn't see it coming.
I did not see that coming.
When I was
I was like, no wonder it's so expensive in here.
When I went and saw the Blackberry movie at the mall last weekend, there's I didn't know that there was dudes in their early 20s now wearing crop tops.
No.
Essentially.
Come on.
I saw dudes
was
rolling around in crop tops.
That was actually
like
a
around
style in the late 80s. I remember
early
like
90s.
a little bit shorter.
Patrick Swayze used to run those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
I noticed it when we
back,
were in LA too, and I was just like, "Wow, we're in LA."
Like 5 years ago, the style was very long t-shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now we've reverted.
Drop
to the
crotch.
Yeah.
So whatever the style is, the long t-shirt's coming back. So if we're talking about style, a friend of ours posted a picture of a hockey team, like probably a U50 or U18 AAA hockey team. And they all had long hair. It's a big thing to have long hair. Right now, you got to get the letty flowing, but they all wear their hats.
Oh, yeah.
Like 10 sizes too small.
But we used to do that in junior high.
I didn't.
Oh.
And then right on top of their head, like
It
a
rests
small
there.
breeze, and these things are flying off their head.
I always get mad when people will they'll comment on shows or something and be like, put your fucking hat on the right way. I had a guy come up to me once at an Oilers game. I was just rocking a Backwards Nation hat. He took it off my head and put it on me forward. And
Was it Brownlee? Brownlee's got beef with backwards.
I know. And this random dude does this to me. He goes, you'll get more women if it's forward. And I hate that. I'm like, let people wear their hats however the fuck they want. But then I also
Personal
get
That's the thing I
personal
stand for.
space, my man.
but then I
On
get
political
mad.
day, that's his platform.
And then all of a sudden, this girl came up to me and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Okay, it be."
But then I get mad when I see kids rocking their hats on the top of their head. And I'm like, God, that looks so dumb. And then I'm like, that's how people see me in my backwards hat. And it's a big conundrum for me.
I think they actually do their hair with the hat on.
Yeah.
Because they feather it up over the hair. My son has got long hair and he's very close to this age where it's going to start doing this.
Oh yeah, but
And
all
I'm
the
gonna
it's gonna
have to
remind
be
you
like-
junior high. Man, think of the shit we used to fucking wear,
I
man.
know.
Crazy baggy pants, hats up like
Junkos.
that.
Well, you're looking at pictures. But we were looking at pictures from a birthday party at the function that I was at because I missed this thing on Thursday. We were looking at old pictures, and it was right around our like Abercrombie and Fitch. What's the other one? Hollister phase.
Yeah.
Those were not good looks, like at all. We looked ridiculous. Big belt buckles
Oh yeah.
that were just anything. Like I remember having like a big lion
yeah.
one. I had
Big-
one of like
big old
Elvis
belt
Presley,
buckles.
and I was, but you had your polo tee
Tucked in.
tucked in just on the belt buckle.
Yep.
Puka shell.
Puka shells.
I had a sweet Cadillac belt buckle. I don't even like cars really.
Was it one that somebody actually? Because I hated this fad. I really hated this.
taking the
But
hood
people would take the hood ornaments off of cars,
Oh, no.
and then they'd fashion them into belt buckles. I thought that was just not cool.
I owned the car that had the greatest hood ornament of all time, the Dodge Ram Charger, which was a big ram's head that came off the hood. And it was fucking someone clipped by it. It's devastated.
Yeah, it was like the Rolls Royce
Fresh necklace
one
for
before the
somebody.
Rolls Royce one.
Like that one is just
I
looks
remember
so
how big it
flimsy.
was. It was
actually,
big.
no, that was, yeah. Fuck, I missed that Ram. I gotta get a photo of Crawford sitting on the hood of my Bronco. Just like I have a picture of a little me sitting on the hood of the Ram wearing an elephant toque.
An elephant toque.
Yeah. Toque made of ivory.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No, it was just
on the brand new Dodge Ram that probably wasn't cheap back then. Balling out of control.
Inflation now, am I right? Let's talk about the election.
Yeah, you guys want to dive right in?
mortgage rates.
Okay, so let's dive right into this.
I just renewed mine. I'm ready.
Yeah, have you guys like? I don't give.
I'm excited.
I
I
don't
get
care
to
who
go
if
to
anybody
my
votes
old
for,
school
but
to
have
vote.
you?
Not yet. I'll do it when I go home.
I'm doing it.
I get to vote in my old school. I haven't been in this school since a long time.
Rio? That's where we vote. Yeah.
Yeah, I went there for grade 6 when I made my move west.
Yeah. So we got to get that done.
Chalmers, have you checked out the new gas station near us on 178th Street and about 70th Avenue? 70, whatever that is.
Oh,
on the corner
no.
there?
There used to be an old Ready Mart.
Yeah.
And the Ready Mart that used to have the Esso, which was around the side, terrible place for gas pumps because if it was full, you like couldn't get past there.
That's right.
It's brand new. They just opened it back up. But that food store, that Ready Mart back in the day, used to be one of the ones that had all the things like you couldn't normally find. Like it would have like the Big League Chew. It would always have like hockey cards with the gum in it. Like it would have those things and like 40 Slurpees, right?
So
how is it now?
I went in this weekend.
What is it now? What's the brand? I'm
It's a
sorry.
co-op, I think.
I think it's a Petrocan.
Oh yeah. Because there's a Petrocan also in Collingwood.
So
I never understand this when
I
they put
went
them
in
like 4
this
kilometers away
weekend.
from each other.
Slurpee selection, very poor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now, 2/3 of their Slurpee machines were already out of order for some reason.
Oh,
So I'm going to give them a pass. We'll revisit later.
Maybe not set up
okay,
yet.
yeah, just opening.
So we're going to give them a pass and we're going to check out later. But
The next visit is
food
crucial.
selection, outrageously good.
Really?
Fantastic.
So they've upped.
Candies from all over the place. I'm a big candy guy.
What about hot food selection?
Hot food? They're still setting up their kitchen area. Freshly opened.
I like
Grand
when you
opening
can just cruise
balloons
in
still
and
up.
grab a quick hot dog wherever.
So
It's got the little bar where you can like throw some onions on there and stuff.
I'm gonna open the fifth door, back door. I don't even know. Behind the curtain.
Okay.
So I'm at our local
Slurpee spot.
Slurpee spot, and I finally just have to say to them, I'm like, what's up with these flavors? Because of 8 of them, 4 of them aren't working. 1 is Coke, right? 1 is Coke.
Fine.
The other 4 are like strawberry hibiscus,
Ugh.
Yeah.
Hibiscus? Are you fucking kidding me?
some lemon sour patch, which was
that
awful.
blue one is terrible.
And then cream soda. And I'm just like, how come we can't just have orange and grape for the summer?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, that's just not what upper management is putting out. And I went, well, what do you mean upper management? Like, just go get grape, pour it in the back, put the grape sign out front, and you got grape.
And the employee's like, can you just
She's
get the
like,
fuck out of here?
Slow it down,
she
guys.
opens up this binder. I'm not going to lie. And shows me that week by week, they have mandated Slurpee.
But there's got to be a
flavors.
baseline to
And
that.
so that week, the 4 that were out of order were supposed to be on there, but they didn't get their shipment. So they just didn't put anything in them.
That's bullshit.
It is ridiculous. And I was like, just don't you have like last week's grape?
Yeah. Give me last week's.
She's like, no, we have to do these ones. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Why can't you just give me the classic?
This is what happens when management gets involved in the small decisions.
Yeah. You should have 4 staple handles
Yes.
and then 4 rotationary ones where you can experiment.
Coke, root beer,
Because how many machines they got there?
orange,
They got 3?
and grape.
If they've got 3, I say
No,
2.
they only have 2. So so then I said to them, so this is what you do. They go, yeah, you'll always get orange and grape if you go to the places, and they call them buckets, with 12 buckets.
Yes.
But with 8 buckets, we have to do these flavors.
Oh, that sucks.
I said they get 4 more buckets.
Yeah, get 4 more buckets, and then you could do 8 staples, and they get weird with the 4. Nobody cares about those 4.
Nobody. They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Nobody wants red
Or like
Mountain
fucking
Dew Code Red.
Crystal Light or whatever those ones.
That's the Crystal Light is the strawberry hibiscus.
Yeah, I don't want
Actually
that.
sounds good.
Okay. Anyways, so you know what? You're losing me quick, Circle K.
Oh, yeah. Did the,
Husky constantly has
where
the staples.
Where you got to text me the load
All
address?
right. So I'm just,
Because
The one by the Space Science Center.
Oh fuck! Now I got to travel.
The one in Riverbend by Beaulieu. By
Because now I go in there. I go into our Slurpee place. I'm not satisfied with the flavor that I get from said Slurpee place, and they got rid of the fucking scooper straws. I'm a scooper, and they're paper
And I shouldn't have to ask for enter to win Frosties for a year scratchers. If I buy 4 Slurpees, I better get 4 scratchers. If I have to ask, you better give me 8. This isn't that hard. Like, I'm not asking for a lot here.
You're a customer.
How
This
are
is
my
within
kids
yours.
going to win Frosters for a year
Yeah.
if I don't get the scratchers?
So I'm just sending off an email to sales here, Chalmers. So we can't work with Circle K anymore. Back down.
Muggnz is
Hollister
out.
done. Scratch the Abercrombie promo code we had coming down the pipe.
Isn't Hollister already done? Like, are they even around?
R.I.P.
American Eagle? That's the whole
American
thing?
Eagle's still around.
Yeah.
I used to get jeans from there.
Hey, that's still my number 1 spot for jeans.
Is it?
Nice stretch denim.
Oh, I love a good stretch denim.
Yep. Nice.
Allows the guy to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, especially expanding
I like those. I
horizontally.
like those numbers.
All I wear is fucking reigning champ joggers. Like exclusively.
I was looking
Reigning
at
champ? See, look at that. We just said something nice about somebody. Put that on the pro list. Put that on the to call list.
I was also looking at Tyler's a big Lululemon pants guy.
Love Lulus.
So I was looking at them this
Eagle
weekend.
stretch denim.
They're an investment though.
Oh yeah, but they last, bro. You're paying for quality.
All right.
Did you hear that Lululemon employee got fired for calling the police on a looter?
Well, maybe they should.
Because it
think
is in
that
their policy not to convene.
So you're allowed to just steal Lululemon?
I mean, I'm not saying you should. Just saying they're not supposed to do anything about it. That's hearsay.
That is
Anyways.
a thing. Like when I work, When I worked in the mall, it was just like
Allegedly.
you call mall security. You're not supposed to like step outside of the store because I'm sure there's like a legal kind of aspect to like once you're off store property, but you're on the clock. It's like
So going back to the mall with security, I think their office is in the bottom of the Ice Palace, right? So we played on Sunday, my son's spring hockey team's wind up kind of like event before the dinner and stuff was to go play hockey, kids versus dads at the Ice Palace. There's a lot of security guards on at any given at 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. I saw there was like 20 to 30 of them.
There's a lot of people there at that time.
Have you guys played hockey there, or anybody listening? If you've played hockey there, that basement room is the hottest surface in Edmonton.
they're trying to sweat out the perps.
It is disgustingly hot
They
down
don't
there.
want you being lazy and hanging in the office. They want you out working the streets.
Yeah.
Playing hockey out there was so much fun. How many people just stop and watch any type of game of hockey? We got 10-year-olds versus adults and people, and it's lined. Everybody's just watching. People just stop and watch. And I said to my kids, I'm like, somebody up there right now is looking at an ice rink in a mall for the first time ever and is blown away.
Have you skated on it? I'm curious how the ice is
Yeah, it
now
was
that
good.
they
No, it was
replaced
really
the-
good.
It's okay. It can get hot. It's hot out there.
It's so hot out there. Like I was in my
$1 into it a couple years ago though.
I was in my tracksuit and I was drenched and not playing hard, like having a fun time with 10-year-olds. The other thing is people sneak behind the rope, the nets. The nets are a good purchase.
Yeah.
But some people sneak behind it and sit there. There was a family of people sitting right behind the net.
All died.
And I was just like, can you move? And sure as enough, like a puck flies over there because it's not high.
Yeah, no, it's not high at all.
But it is so much fun.
Oh man, like it is wild though. Like you can I put a puck. Well, actually, I've done it twice. One where the Zara is on the second floor. Put it in the Zara.
Off the
And then
crossing?
there used to be a Payless Shoes, and it still might be there on the second
No, I think
level.
it's a Winners now.
It is a winner's
Those
note.
ones, I've put it in the
Winners
winners.
Oh,
Is that
No, it's
because
not winners. Winners is the old.
you're right.
It's like a
no.
Marshall.
is that a off the crossbar shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's.
just straight up and out. Puck rolled off.
No, you
Oh,
got
I didn't know if he was doing a really stupid dump.
No.
Really stupid dump out in the defensive zone.
No, that's off the crossbar and out. But like, it ain't safe up there.
Nope, that is fair. Before we keep moving along, got to give some love to our pal Trent and Wilhock Beef Jerky.
Oh, man.
Hey, you're in the mall. Boom. There's the
Well, you're gonna
tie-in.
watch some hockey. And you're,
Hello.
yeah. I'll tell you one thing.
Yep.
Post water park pepperoni
Okay.
from Wilhock at the mall. Crucial.
Ooh.
If you're there shopping, air quotations, you're at the mall and the people you're with want to shop, go get some beef jerky and go watch some hockey.
Or if you're just walking through feeling peckish because Mrs. is taking too long,
Well,
which was
that's
the case
kind of
last
what
weekend
that was
for
my
me.
air quotes there. Yep.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. I did it once and I'm excited to do it again. Bring some of that pepperoni and beef jerky in a little container while you're golfing. Undefeated. Unbelievable.
Oh. What about getting super drunk at the casino on your way to the comic shop, stopping?
Oh,
and
that's
getting
what you
some
guys
beef
were
jerky?
missing. You could have had a little mange there in your pockets.
It's actually very smart. Very smart.
Could have got some salts, put a base
Instead of
layer
the
down.
extra 4 drinks I had before going into the
Would
comic
not
shop.
have stopped you,
No, it wouldn't have.
but you'd have been satisfied.
There you go. You can find them in the mall. They got a location in Leduc and Spruce Grove as well. Shout out to Wilhock Beef Jerky.
I
We're going
want
to
it.
take a quick break here for an ad. All right.
Great ad.
It was a great ad. That was one of my favorite
Love
ones.
that service. How was your round of golf on Saturday with your beef jerky and pepperoni?
I went with Rick.
I saw that.
It was me, Rick, my buddy Eli, and
What was his quote that I saw on Instagram?
God hates cowards. He was sitting there and he had like these massive spruce trees in front of him, and there was an opening below. And I was like, yeah, you should probably just take the 3-wood and skim it along the ground, Rick. Just get it through these trees. And he was like, yep, you're right. So he lines up. He's got the club in his hands. He's taking his practice swings, and he just stops and goes, God hates cowards. And he went and got a 60 and he smoked it right into the trees and it spit it out perfectly on the other side. So same result.
rewarded for his risk.
Yeah, it all works. It all works.
But it was all right. I didn't play that great, but Rick's a good golfer. Rick can hit the ball.
Well, he's at the driving range a lot.
Yeah. It's nice. It's very satisfying to golf with a group when you're all like the same skill range. Like the amount of times we all just scored the exact same on a hole was pretty high, which is nice.
Just play for money. Play skins.
Rick and I definitely could. We shot the exact same actually on Saturday. So Rick and I could definitely go head to head for some cash. I don't know if I want to. I crack under pressure.
But you'll go to the casino and just drop hundies.
Yes.
Well, that
What are you
rain
playing?
is coming outside.
But a $20 match will just sink you.
Mm-hmm.
You playing blackjack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got crushed.
We played some big money golf this weekend. I went to a golf tournament with some friends out at
I'm going to be there. I'll
Pine
be there
Ridge.
next year.
It was
I'll
so
be there
good.
next
So on
year.
Friday night we get there, and if you don't know Pine Ridge very well, it's just got like the trailers and the places that you stay are like right on the golf course. And we go out on the 8th hole and we just have like a horse race, and that was probably worth more than the actual tournament was. A horse race is where you use one club, got to putt it. Lose.
Would you guys just keep playing the hole over and over again?
Over and over again. So you lose somebody every time, or you lose 2 people if they score the worst
there's a
score.
cut established. Yeah.
Right? There's the worst leaves. And so it got down to me and Kevy.
Oh,
Yeah, and I sunk an 8-footer for birdie
attaboy.
and took her home. And then the next day was just out
What
there's
was the pot?
there was $200.
Nice.
$200. Yeah. So a good haul for an hour's worth of having fun. But the next day was like the actual tournament, and it was a lot of hungover golf to be
Is it
played.
still the Chapman?
No, we did it basically just net best score for you and your team. So you take your net best score
So
on that hole, mine, and then
okay.
added them together.
Add them together.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
after we played pickleball.
Oh yeah.
We had a pickleball tournament, and we played for 5.5 hours, and there was 2 courts, and there was only a handful of us playing. So when I say we played for 5 hours, I literally played for 4.5 of those hours. I was just drunk enough to not hurt in my body, but I was just sober enough to like have a really good time and be like athletic enough to do it. It's my new sport, man.
It's so
Like
much fun.
It was the first time I've ever played on like a real pickleball court with real rules, not some chalked out and like a fake net.
Yeah.
It's electric, and you don't have to be a pro athlete to be good at it.
That's why it's so approachable.
That's why
Yeah.
it's taken over.
There's some of the guys there was a couple of the old boys that were the friend of ours that puts it on, and his dad, 70-year-old guys, really good at pickleball, because it's not like you can just stand at the net, and if you're quick with your arms, you don't need to be running all around the court, right?
No.
Like
It's really all about net game.
How
It
hard
is.
can you hit it if you really smoke it?
you can hit it really hard, but then it just flies out of the court.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's about hitting it hard, but low enough so it dips over the
Yeah.
net and then drops. And that's hard. I mean, and then that's where you got to learn like the overhand spin. But like some of the guys that we play with had played quite a bit, and like returning their serves is just really, really hard.
But you're like the serve is supposed to be like only a.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh,
we were getting a little. Yeah, I was getting a little.
So you can't do that.
Yeah, it was
like
getting-
that's the thing. Like
You got to
the-
respect it.
because that's So you're not.
Nobody
you're
was
just gonna
really
ace
calling
each
the
other.
over. It wasn't the overhand. It just couldn't go above halfway, right?
It has to be underhand, man.
Oh.
You have to serve underhand.
Yeah, we weren't. I don't think we were completely like calling that rule, but don't go in the kitchen around some of those old boys, cuz
I'll get you.
you get yelled at. So this rain out here, another thing that I talk about school, and I talk about them giving a lot of PD days. But here's a positive thing about school. No,
Learning.
my son right now is at baseball school on a field trip
Yeah.
at Remax that the Riverhawks put on for 2 days straight. You go there, you do some school, play some baseball, man, all day. It's super cool. Like it doesn't. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you laughing?
No, I'm not.
You don't think that's awesome?
I think it's freaking sweet.
So-
I just love how your kid is out of the classroom more, but it's good now because it's for baseball.
I don't know. I was not here last week, but they got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off last week. And
Yeah, you pitched about it the previous
okay,
Thursday, don't
good.
worry.
Not happy about it. And
It is.
it's
I want to
remarkable.
go back
JR.
to school.
Yeah, dude.
We did not get anything
Remarkable.
close to that many PD days.
So I just hope they're getting to go into the locker room right now, because it just all of a sudden started pouring. But I just all I could think about was how much I can't wait for the Riverhawks to start,
June 13th.
so we
First game
can
here.
go
Yeah.
and start watching some late night Friday night baseball, just having a couple beers.
Or just if it's a Saturday afternoon, go sit there and
Saturday.
get fucking
Yeah.
roasted in the
Yeah.
sun.
We're Friday golfers now, Chalmers.
Oh yeah, we are.
It's a thing now.
Yeah, no, it is. So I'm getting real nervous, because in baseball, sometimes we're in bigger diamonds with our kids, and
Oh, it looks far.
no,
Oh,
The exact opposite.
oh,
With one hand and a metal 29-inch bat. I'm putting these things over the fence from the
so Chalmers now thinks.
But how far? How far to the corner?
220, 225.
Well, that's
No, one-handed.
oh my god! I'm
Throwing it up to myself.
Jesus,
Okay.
So I'm getting a little worried.
fuck me.
Kids that we play with now are hitting it and like a fly, like it's going out of the park
yeah.
at 12 years old.
220 and
220
340 are so.
I
different
understand that, but so is a 12-year-old and a human male who's grown full size and hits balls hard. So I'm getting worried.
Why are you actively betting against him?
No,
I
I'm just
really have to
on
get some
record as to
BP.
saying I'm one of the only people I think that says
Are there
he
stakes on
won't
this, by the
do
way?
it. No, I don't think there should be because I want him to do it. We just need to prove one of these points because we had another argument this weekend about the 10 speed versus BMX. And we just need to solve some of this stuff. We just can't keep coming up with these hypotheticals and not solving anything.
10 speed out of the gate versus is that-
The length of a hockey rink. Who would win, a 10-speed rider or a BMX rider to the end? The BMX rider is going to get to half first, obviously, because the start's easier on those bikes. But once the 10-speed gets going, no gears, got to stay in the same gear. The bigger wheels, less pedaling,
and is it
more speed?
Is it a rider of a BMX versus a rider of a 10?
So that's where the argument came in this weekend because
there's some fucking beast sprinters on the they're not even 10 speeds anymore, but yes.
The argument was a BMX rider on both bikes or a 10-speed rider on both bikes. Which one are they going to do faster? I don't know. It's all just ridiculous. You must have, I'm sure you guys have some of these hypotheticals you've had with your friends and do you solve them? Do you get them done?
We do a lot of bets with my buddies, like group text. Like that's how I learned how to juggle. That's how I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I have a buddy who can ride a unicycle and juggle. That's kind of where we go. We challenge each other at a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then just get it done. So as we got to get it done. I'm on Team J hitting that ball out for short.
You're like Mark Wahlberg and the other guys who learns to do all these things so he can make fun of the people that do them.
I was just going to, now I can't remember this guy's name, so I'm not even going to bring it up because it'll be just like what I just did was an absolute show killer right there. Sorry.
I have one Oilers topic I want to get to today.
Oh,
all right, let's
yes. Forgot who's even on the team.
No, it was the question Waz put out that I think is getting some good responses.
It is getting a lot of response.
Can you think of one player? Yeah, there was a spelling mistake in it and it's still going to get traction. Can you think of one player who almost became an Edmonton Oiler or was strongly linked with the team? He starts by saying Tim Thomas. I don't remember that.
Tim Thomas technically was an Oiler for
I do remember that.
How'd that
But
work?
when?
But what's the question? Do I remember one Oiler that was
as an
almost
example,
a part
Michael
of the team?
Nylander. Remember when he was supposedly signing with the Oilers and then pulled out at
Sure,
the
I
last
remember.
minute?
First one that comes to my
Danny
mind, which
Healy.
is recently, was Corey Perry. There was a little bit of buzz about Corey Perry coming for
there
Stanley Cup
was-
run last year.
There was a trade in place for Corey Perry and Mike Comrie
At the draft.
way back when, but then we asked for
Asked for money
Comrie
back or
to
something.
claw some money back.
Yeah.
Killed the
Danny
trade.
Healy's another one that's obvious to me. I still want to see the DVD. Love to know what's on
Yeah,
there.
he's an obvious one. Thomas Vanek.
Thomas Vanek
sheet.
offer sheet.
Kalen was in on Twitter and said Hossa and Yager. And he says Hossa was going to sign if Yager signed in 08.
Hosa, I remember that one. There was a lot of hype on that one, and then he ended up going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Is Yager aging?
Not really.
No, he's living his best life, man. That keeps you young.
Dude.
Another good recent one is Jacob Markstrom.
Yep.
Right.
Flipped, went to Calgary.
Had the offer.
What about any of the leaked jersey guys?
Susie.
Eric Stahl?
Yeah.
Mark Stahl.
Oh, it's Mark
It
Stahl.
was Mark, yeah.
Oh,
They were
he was
shopping for a
91.
D-man.
Dodge that bullet, huh?
Maybe, depending on who you ask. Who is another one?
I don't know, but what's the point of this question? No, not from you bringing it up to us. I mean, from it's somebody that
Connor Brown would
we
be the
almost
root of
had
this, right?
that could have helped
Yeah.
us in a certain situation, or just
Smoke about Connor Brown right now.
who's the guy that you regret we didn't get when you heard that we were going to?
Yeah, someone who
Now
was
I'm
always think about every year Jim Matheson being like Drew Stafford would be a good fit. That's a guy who'd fit. in
We
this
almost had
conversation.
Shea Weber.
Did we get that guy who got in the trouble in the cab in Ottawa? What was his name again?
Chris Weidman.
We did have Chris Weidman.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the Weber thing? Why don't I remember that?
Who's the other guy
I
from
don't know
Ottawa
what
that got
draft
in
it was, but
trouble?
it was Hall for Weber.
Yeah, it was remember when Hall, Weber, Subban all got traded? Like,
Yeah.
they
There
were
was
in,
a Hall for Weber.
yeah.
Fuck, can you imagine if they pulled the trigger on that? Woo-wee. Remember the rumored deal when they were trying to when there was like, oh, the Oilers could get Subban out of Montreal, but it's going to take, it was the Draisaitl pick and Clefbaum and something else too. Like, it was insane. Thank God they didn't do that. Well,
Brian Leach and Mike Richter are on this list I'm seeing of replies. I didn't know that.
they were both guys who I think maybe
Like after they won their cup?
No, like similar to the Tim Thomas thing where the Oilers had their rights and then just didn't sign them.
Oh, that's right. We did have Leach's rights.
He just went in the Hockey Hall of Fame, didn't he? Or just got
maybe
him and Zetterberg.
Maybe
a lot of Heatley's. Christopher Stieg.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that PTO.
Before he jumped ship to Calgary.
Yep.
Mike Comrie the second time.
Well, we got him,
but he came in on the PTO and that was it, wasn't it?
No, he played. He played a year or less.
Yeah, Mike Comrie.
He came back and actually played a year. For some reason.
I remember he got a preseason hat trick and a fight, and it was just like,
yeah,
it was Comrie season.
Who did he
all over
fight?
again. I don't remember.
I remember being at that preseason game though when I was younger, and the crowd, chanting Comrie. That was cool.
We need Wanya here. That's the exact kind of random fact
I know.
that I would remember.
When I wanted to bring up that question, I was hoping there would be some better responses.
Oh, did you guys do the clip thing? Did you send Tyler the clip and he figured out the game?
Oh, I do have a couple actually.
shit. Yeah,
I completely forgot about it, but I do have a couple. Let's do it on Thursday.
Okay, we'll do it Thursday.
Yeah.
That's Thursday's pod. I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
have some. They're the first one that came in. You're gonna hit it for sure. The second one that came in, it's tough, man. It's tough, but yeah, we'll absolutely do that on Thursday. So essentially, Chalmers, what Tyler said when you were away is that if he sees 5 seconds of an Oilers game, any Oilers game between 2012 and like now,
Oh, I like this already. Okay.
Yeah.
he'll be able to find that game.
He'll be able to tell you
I
what game
kind
it
of
was
want to do the
in
easy
5
one
minutes.
right now.
Oh, a
As like a
5-minute
practice
clip?
run.
No. 5 second clip in 5 minutes. He can tell you which
A
game.
5-second clip of a hockey game.
Yep.
You get to see players.
Yeah.
You get to see what jersey they're wearing.
Yeah.
Potentially a board sponsor.
Yeah.
You get 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I would not bet against you.
Yeah,
You get to see fashion in the crowd.
There's enough.
Well, that would
Well,
be.
no,
irrelevant.
You just
the player names is what's.
look at how that
you know-
person's wearing their hat. It must be 2013.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. If you see a lot of oil drop jerseys, then you know it's probably around when that was released because people
or the
don't
jersey
bought
that the
them.
Oilers are wearing in that.
If
clip.
there's not a single orange
So is there a way we
jersey,
can-
then you know it's before when we introduced those jerseys.
Is there a way we can makeshift like produce this right now? Because I've got. clip
email me the clip. I'll
Can I
watch
airdrop it to you?
Yeah.
We'll
we'll
pretend
break.
take a break.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We'll play you'll play the clip.
Or do you want me to just talk through my process of finding it?
Sure, if it's that easy.
Okay, you're gonna.
Can I help you?
A little bit of second for prep.
Let's watch it.
You can watch it.
We'll watch it in action, man.
Where is this
I'm also
Tyler
gonna
clip?
go new window.
Clip for
sorry.
Tyler.
Okay,
to
so it's
identify.
It's 2012 to present day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got 5 minutes. Pressure's on too. Like I've
See, and
been very
if
confident.
it was me trying to pick a clip, I'd probably try to pick one right either in the middle.
So I also, Tyler, just so you know,
Yep.
I have got the answer to this. I am ready to go, and this is being airdropped to Tyler right now. Here's the first clip that I think you're going to get this one.
Okay. Saved downloads.
Is the
All right.
listener going to be able to hear the clip?
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna hit it.
Let's go.
Okay. Clip firing up. Oh, it's on the TV behind us. Okay. Oh,
Why is
and
it
it's sideways.
Why is it sideways?
I don't think I like that at all. I don't like how that's sideways.
I'll mute this.
Well, that one's an easy one.
One sec.
What do you mean?
I haven't.
All he has to do is search like,
Well, that's
the game, though.
the game.
right. I know, but there's a sponsor on the board that literally was only a sponsor for like 2 years.
Why can't I
on the
turn
weirdest
this?
things?
Why can't I turn?
Or
this?
the things that are going to get the answer.
Can I the merge on?
Did you do your own research?
What if you go to
See
edit?
it right now? Use your phone.
Okay.
Can you airdrop it to me to my phone or send it to the real life group chat if you can?
Okay.
Can you drag it
Search
over
the
there?
sponsor.
Yep. Group chats.
Maybe
Come on.
Chalmers and I'll race. Maybe that'll be the game.
All right. So let's get this over here. I'm going to drop this into the group chat, boys.
I'm in shambles right now. This is probably great podcasting. Shout out to everybody.
Well, we'll just cut all this out.
Oh yeah, that too. We could. Sometimes
So
people
it's coming
like
in the
our
group chat
nonsense.
here right now.
Okay. All right. It's coming in the group chat.
So what we've got here is
I won't start watching it yet.
This is 19 seconds.
Wow. Okay.
Could be too long,
Could be.
but ultimately, I think you're going to get it.
Okay. I'm excited for this. Giddy up.
Chalmers, you got it there too?
Do I get to see the clip? Where are you watching on
Yeah,
TV?
I got it right here.
So the boys are watching the clip now. They're studying.
Okay.
Chalmers, Jay,
Oilers,
Tyler.
Blues. Oilers, Blues in their Reeboks still. So you know it's not an Adidas era. Boyd Gordon's an Oiler.
Oh,
I think
that's
that's
Jesse
Ryan Whitney.
Onsu.
That's not LaRock.
Okay, I think I can work with this. Start the clock. It's 2:30.
2:31.
2:31.
Local time. I'm going to run a
Oilers
timer here.
hockey reference.
Google timer. Let's go.
Ryan Whitney. Oilers to wear.
Timer's running here, Tyler.
Number 6. Yep, I'm cruising here. List of all the Oilers to wear number 6. I don't want to get off to a bad
I
start.
already told you who it was. I shouldn't have said it.
So that is either Ryan Whitney or Jesse Onsu. Okay. We also know Boyd Gordon's on the team.
Yep. He was the commissioner.
Yeah.
Can I
he
tell you?
was.
So I just have to tell you the date this game played?
Yeah.
Easy.
There's no way he did it that fast.
Already.
Okay, text me, Chalmers. I'll let you know.
Just hold on. I'll tell you in a second. It's going to take me 1 second.
13, 14, or 14, 15 were the 2 years Boyd Gordon was an Oiler. So we know it's one of those 2
I
years.
was narrowing it down here.
Perfect schedule.
We've got
and
4 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, don't yell out your answer because I got it too.
Yeah.
I got it too, and it's not even from the game. March 13th. Oh, no. Shit. Sorry.
Well, you probably
You don't know
just
what
ruined it.
Do you know what year? I know what year.
I've got the answer.
I can tell you the score of it too.
Wow, Chalmers is quick.
Yeah,
Chalmers got his in less than a minute, his answer. Did you text me, Chalmers?
Yep. I'll just show you my...
2014, 15. I'm actually rattled he got that so quick. I feel like flustered.
I'll tell you how, and it has nothing to do with the hockey game.
Okay, well then I'm excited
Chalmers.
for that.
Chalmers has got his answer in less than a minute came in. Tyler, you've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds still going
Pretty
here.
confident in myself right now.
I am really... My heart is pounding. That was exciting. That's a lot of fun. Maybe we should take the time limit to only 2 minutes.
So it's got to be in St. Louis, obviously.
So this one came in from Electronic Jordan. Our friend came in. He was quick on that one. So if you're listening to this right now and you want to play, Chalmers is apparently really good at this game.
And you guys made fun of the fashion. This has something. This is... I'll tell you how after.
Find me a clip of an Oilers game from 2012 until 2013. It's got to be a short clip. In this case, we had 19 seconds from Electronic Jordan.
2012, 2023.
2012 to 2023. I don't know what I said. Email it to me along with the answer, and I'll test the boys.
I couldn't tell you a single player on the ice. I couldn't tell you the score of the game.
I think
I couldn't tell you if that was in Edmonton or St. Louis.
Boom. I got it. And I got the goal too.
We've got it. So, Tyler, you did that in about just under 2.5 minutes. Chalmers, less than a minute. Chalmers, you were in first. I will give you the go ahead. Actually, Tyler, while he's text me your answer, though. I can make sure that we are on where everything is on the up and up here. Because I need to know how Chalmers found this so quickly.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Yeah, I want to know just from.
It really is something. All right.
Chalmers knew because of the the ticker at the bottom that said the Panthers release Steve Smith.
That's exactly it.
It's not true.
So we've got
the score was 6-2 on March 13th, 2014.
That is the correct answer.
And on that day, the Bengals released James Harrison, which was the ticker before the Steve Smith one. So I simply searched what day. I said Bengals released James Harrison, and boom.
All right. We are amending the rules to the contest. If you are sending me clips, please do, but cut the ticker out.
Yeah.
Let's do a little cropping.
So my first thing was to see that it was Fox. It was a Fox broadcast.
Okay.
So I was going to see at when Fox had rights, but they had them from 94 all the way to 2021. But in 98, they rebranded them to regional rights. So that took me on a dead end path. So then I continued to watch the video and boom, there came my answer. The ticker.
Tyler, how'd you get it?
Tigger gave it away. So I will say now that we're workshopping this a little bit, 5 seconds at the most. Because
5 second clip?
Yeah, being able to see the goal and like see how like 5 players on the ice definitely gave it away, because you could just go, again, I went Boyd Gordon, saw the 2 years he played, list of Oilers to wear number 6, because it is hard to tell if that's Joensuu or Whitney.
Oh, I told you it was.
I know you did say it was Joensuu, but you don't know for sure. So then I knew that it had to be Joensuu because of the year he played.
But if you saw the Panthers Steve Smith ticker, why'd you go through this whole process?
Because he was
I was trying to do it in an honest way.
Nobody. I just had to tell you when that clip was from.
I know, but anyway, it's easy to just Google when did the Panthers release Steve Smith. And
that's why next time it if it
was so easy, then what? So you did see the ticker and you specifically thought to yourself, I'm not going to do that.
I was trying to stay true to the game, which is
so what we're going to do.
I didn't know that was you told me to.
That is true. Chalmers did not know, but what I'm going to do for Thursday is if I get more clips coming in, I'm going to do a little prep. I'm going to crop ticker out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make this an even.
I mean, you had to know that I wasn't going to just totally think about the hockey when I told you I was going to look at the crowd and look at it.
And then your first comment was, "Oh, that's sponsor." What was the sponsor?
Fox. I told them. I told them because it's a Fox broadcast. So I was going to see when Fox was broadcasting.
Yeah, I think the process is identify the jerseys first. That gives you a general area, and then I think you need 2 players on the ice. If you can 100% get 2 players on the ice, and you would have in the first 5 seconds, then I think it's pretty doable.
My window is open at home is what I'm laughing about.
Both my truck windows are open and it is pouring outside right now. I just accidentally left them open. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, Tyler, new rules here. So we got a 5 second clip we're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm going to do a little clipping if I have to. I'm going to do a little hair cutting.
Because again, showing a goal almost gave it away too, because I saw too many players. I think you want it to be just a limited little movement from the game.
But moral of the story, both guys got it. Well within the 5 minute time limit.
Yeah, 5 minutes is a good amount of time. I should.
Well within the 5 minute time limit.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, there you go.
There should be a prize for the clip that we don't get, because it seems like a pretty easy game.
Yeah, if someone can stump.
Well, you have to now try it without using the ticker.
You would not have gotten it if you didn't see the ticker.
Yeah, but that's not what was the game.
There were no rules.
See, and this is exactly why we have to figure out the pitching. We have to figure out everything, because no matter what happens, somebody will always find a way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You told me to tell you when that clip was from, and I did it under a minute.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me the rules.
No, it's not your fault.
I'm not blaming you.
But you found a hole, so we have to patch it up.
Let's patch the hole. I'm glad we did a dry run.
Before we wrap it up, got to give some love to AMA Travel. AMAtravel.ca/dreams is where you can go. See how they can help you plan a great summer vacation.
You know what AMA is doing for us, Tyler?
I don't.
They have planned our entire trip to Nashville for the draft for us.
Really?
Yep.
I hear we're bringing quite a crew.
We're bringing from the Alberta crew. It is, yeah. So once again, heavy. Why you work with experts like that? Because initially I thought it was a stressful, daunting task. Mm-hmm. Sent an email off, done.
When's the draft?
Last week of June.
28th and 29th, I believe.
Yeah. It's pretty much a month out. There you go. Going to be doing some fun stuff with our friends at Betway, AMA Travel, all that down at the draft in Nashville. And that's right in the middle of the 2 weeks I'm going sober for the summer. So quite the test.
I might do a...
Why'd you pick those 2 weeks?
I might do a hot chicken review. I wonder if AMA would like if I do a hot chicken review
that Dave's hot chicken place we've been trying. You know, Drake's like a majority guy in it or close to it or something.
Dave's is like, that is...
Isn't that crazy?
Legit.
Yeah.
Is here?
I did not know about Drake.
That was in Cali.
Oh, yeah. But it's like a Drake restaurant. He's like a partner. Actually,
oh, no wonder why it's so good. It's good. So like that's my last hot chicken experience. Now I have to reference that against the Hattie B's. I do love the Prince, but we're also going to go to like the Gritty Independence.
Hell yeah.
You want me to take you to a real gritty one? I'll take you to probably the grittiest hot chicken.
Is that the bring your own beer place you told us about?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Giddy up. All right, there you go. That's a wrap on a May 29th edition of the Real Life Podcast. Shout out to Betway, AMA Travel, Oodle Noodle, and Will Hawk Beef Jerky. We'll be back on Thursday. Send BM your clips.